Hello everyone, this is Banisha from Food Tech Net. Question number 1. What is the full form of NOEL? Option A, negative observable effect level. Option B, no observable effect level. Option C, no observable efficiency level. And option D, none of the above. Option D, that is none of the above. Generally, the full form of NOEL stands for no observed adverse effect level. So, above mentioned options are not applicable for this short form. Cutting boards must be sanitized with option A, chemical sanitizer, option B, chlorine bleach, option C, detergent, and option D, soap bar. B, that is chlorine bleach. Because of cutting boards are more prone to bacterial development, both wooden and plastic cutting boards can be sanitized with solution of 1 tablespoon of unscented liquid chlorine bleach per gallon of water. Flood the surface with a bleach solution and allow it to stand for several minutes and rinse with clear water, air dry or pat dry with a clean paper towel. Tocopherols is used in a foods such as option A, acidity regulator, option B, stabilizer, option C, antioxidant, and option D, emulsifier. So the C, that is antioxidant. On the basis of the comprehensive experimental and clinical data available on the alpha tocopherols, the chemical and biological similarity of alpha, beta, gamma, and delta tocopherols, and the other informations available on the level of tocopherols used as a food antioxidant, and it is also concluded that tocopherols are a safe food. Question number 4. The danger zones in the food preparation refer to the temperatures between option A 0 to 40 degree Fahrenheit, option B 40 to 140 degree Fahrenheit, option C 40 to 180 degree Fahrenheit, and option D all above 180 degree Fahrenheit. So option B, that is 40 to 140 degree Fahrenheit. The danger zone is the temperature range of 40 to 140 degree Fahrenheit or 4 to 60 degrees Celsius, in which bacteria grows and thrives more rapidly. Keeping perishable foods out of the danger zone is critical to keeping your food safe. The symbol of irradical foods is called option A, egg mark, option B, organic mark, option C, radura, and option D, gamma. Option C, that is radura. The radura logo must be on the label of packages of the food product where the entire content was irradiated, as well as the phrase treated by the irradiation or with radiation. Which of this is a living agent? Option A, sodium carbonate, option B, sodium chloride, option C, sodium bicarbonate, and option D, all of the above. Option C, that is sodium bicarbonate. Our common chemical evening agent is baking soda. Baking soda, also known as a bicarbonate of soda or a sodium bicarbonate, is a base that readily react with acid forming carbon dioxide gas. This acid can take many forms such as citrus juice, buttermilk, or cream of tartar. Important trademarked blue cheese is called option A, English Stilton, option B, French Roquefort, option C, option A and B both, and option D, none of the above. Option C, that is A and both are correct for a blue cheese trademark. Basically, blue cheese, any of the several cheeses marbled with a bluish or greenish veins of mold. Important trademark variety include English Stilton, French Roquefort, and Italian Gorgonzola. 8. An instrument used for measuring the physical property of dough is called option A hedonic, option B farinograph, option C organoleptic, and option D scorecard. B, that is farinograph. Several instruments are available to test the physical properties of dough. They are farinograph, extensograph, and amylograph. Research water absorption meter is another simple instrument which can be successfully used to determine the water absorption of a wheat flour. This means the kinds and amounts of food, liquid, and beverages consumed by the person per day is called option A modified diet, option B balanced diet, option C diet, and option D liquid diet. So the right D, that is balanced diet. This means eating a wide variety of foods in a right proportion and consuming the right amount of food and drink to achieve and maintain a healthy body weight. The energy stored in a substance is called option A kinetic energy, option B heat energy, option C potential energy, and option D internal energy. So, option D, that is internal energy. The energy stored within a substance is called its internal energy, whereas the chemical energy in food is converted into the kinetic energy through the energy metabolism. Question number 11. These make up 4% of body weight. They are called option A vitamins, option B fats, option C nutrients, and option D none of the above. So the right answer is that is none of the above, because as per food science, the carbohydrate contributes 4% of the body weight. This is the highly alkaline and helps in a neutralizing the acidic chyme so that other intestinal enzyme can act. It is called option A pepsin, option B bile, option C amylase, and option D bacteria. B, that is bile. Bile juice is secreted by the liver and stored in a gallbladder. It is released into the small intestine when the food enters, and bile neutralizes the acid in a chyme, raising its pH and making the intestinal environment more alkaline. Name the alkaloid toxicant in a potato. Option A piperine, option B cocaine, option C capsaicin, option D solanine. There is option D, that is solanine. Solanine is a glycoalkaloid poison created by a various plant in a genus Solanum, such as potato plant. When the plant's stem, tubers, and leaves are exposed to sunlight, it stimulates the biosynthesis of solanine and other glycoalkaloids as a defense mechanism, so it is not eaten. What is the unit of radiation energy? Option A Roentgen, option B Gray, option C Sievert, and option D radiation absorbed dose, that is RAD. Correct B, that is Gray. Radiation exposure is measured in an international SI unit called Gray. The radiation exposure is equivalent to the energy deposited in a kilogram of substance via radiation. Change that a lipid undergoes leading to an undesirable flavor and odor is called option A gelatinization, option B turbidity, option C gelatin, and option D rancidity. So obviously rancidity, that is option D. The change that a lipid undergoes and leading to undesirable flavor and odor is known as rancidity flavor. This is brought about in a two ways, hydrolysis and oxidation, giving a rise to hydrolytic rancidity and oxidative rancidity. Carmoisin is a food additive used as a option A liquefying agent, option B moisturizing agent, option C flavoring agent, and option D coloring agent. Option D, that is coloring agent. Carmozine E122 is an allowed synthetic food color substance in the EU, European Union, with a maximal allowed usage level of 50 to 500 milligram per kilogram food for a various foodstuff. RDA stands for option A required daily allowances, option B required daily allowances, option C regional dietary advisor, and option D regional dietary administration. Option B, that is recommended daily allowances. Recommended dietary allowances are the level of intake of essential nutrients that, on the basis of scientific knowledge, are judged by the Food and Nutrition Board to be adequate to meet the known nutrients needs of practically all healthy. Now, question number 18. Which of the following processes involved in stilling of bread? Option A hydrolysis, option B retrogradation, option C gelatinization, and option D moisturization. So the B, that is retrogradation. Retrogradation of amylopectin in bread is a slow process. It is believed to be the major contributor to stilling during storage. On the other hand, amylose retrogrades very quickly during the bread cooling. This is an advantage in a slicing loaves without the product collapse. How many countries have the membership of FAO, WHO, and Codex? Option A 189, option B 289, option 3 400, and option D 389. So the correct answer is 189. The Codex Alimentarius Commission is the international food standard setting body comprised of 189 members, including 188 member countries plus one member organization, that is EU, and it is a part of joint FAO WHO food standard program. Which bacteria cause botulism? Option A Staphylotyphi, option B E. coli, option C S. aureus, that means Staphylococcus aureus, and option C. barretti, that is Clostridium barretti. So the correct, that is Clostridium barrettis. Botulism is a serious illness caused by a bacteria called Clostridium botulinum. The bacteria produce a poison which is toxin that can attack your body's nervous system, and if left untreated, botulism can be fatal. 1. In which year Codex was set up? Option A 1970s, option B 1830, option C 1953, and option D 1963. So D, that is 1963. The Codex Alimentarius Commission is an international food standard body established jointly by the Food and Agriculture Organization and WHO in May 1963 with the objective of protecting consumers' health and ensuring a fair practices in a food trade. Which authority initiated mobile units for a food testing to reach out to the consumer? Option A BIS, option B FSSAI, option C DRDO, and option D all of the above. Option B, that is FSSAI. Generally, FSSAI of India has initiated this scheme to provide a mobile units for a food testing lab called Food Safety on a Wheels to reach out to consumers through as many touch points as possible. 3. Over polishing of rice is deficient in option A vitamin C, option B vitamin B complex, third option vitamin A, and option D vitamin none of the above. Option B, that is vitamin B complex. When rice is produced and not polished, it is called brown rice. Brown rice is rich in vitamin B1. But when the brown rice is polished, The rice loses many vitamins and minerals, including vitamin B1, through the bran. 4. Probiotics are option A, microorganism with health benefit, option B, safe antibiotics, option C, disease including microbes, and option D, both A and B. So the right answer is option D, that is option A and B. Probiotics are live microorganisms that are intended to have a health benefits when consumed or applied to the body. So they can be found in yogurt and other fermented food and dietary supplements and other beauty products. In this process, complex body substances are synthesized and from the simpler one in a living organism such as building of a body tissue. It is referred to option A catabolism, option B metabolism, option C both A and B, and option D anabolism. Option D, that is anabolism. Anabolism is a process by which the body utilizes the energy released by a catabolism to synthesize the complex molecules. These complex molecules are then utilized to form the cellular structures that are formed from a small and simple precursor that act as a building blocks. Question number 26. 1 kilocalorie is equal to dash kilojoule. Option A 4.186, option B 4.201, option C 4.184, option D 4.199. C, that is 4.184 kilocalorie. Kilojoule is equal to 1 kilocalorie. 7. Glucose and fats are stored as a potential energy in the form of option A amino acid, option B adipose tissues, option C oxygen, and option D complex substances. Option B, that is adipose tissues. Adipose tissues basically helps to store the energy in the form of fat and cushion internal organs and insulate the body. 8. What is the food recall? Option A, action taken to remove a marketed food. Option B, action taken to sell the food or a priority. Option C, or action taken to final dispose of food by a company. And option D, all of the. Option A. Basically, food recall is the action taken to remove from the distribution cells and consumption food which is unsafe. This means food that may cause illness or other physical harm to a person consuming the food. 29. Authorities set up by the Government of India in order to ensure the sound development of export trade of India is option A BIS, option B EIC, option C FSSAI, and option D IS. Option B, that is EIC. The Export Inspection Council, known as the EIC, was set up in order to ensure the sound development of export trade of India through quality control and inspection. Question number 13. Chemical name of Ajinomoto is option A ascorbic acid, option B tryptophan, option C calciferol, and option D monosodium glutamate. So D, that is monosodium glutamate. Basically, monosodium glutamate is the sodium salt of glutamic acid and one of the most common naturally occurring amino acids. Glutamic acid is produced in abundance in our body and found in many foods we eat every day, including meat, fish, eggs, dairy products, as well as tomatoes and asparagus. Friends, thank you for watching this video and stay tuned.